That last video, bit heavy. So who's ready for a bit more of a light-hearted one today? Because I know I am. How are you, my internet family? My little pool of gremlins. How did you find my channel, actually? Tell me that down in the comments, because I'm almost just like, why are we all here? Isn't this weird that we're just all here right now? You're watching me. I'm not watching you, am I? I'm looking at a camera. I'm gonna go into fangirl mode now and tell you about my favourite day of the month first. I got to see sorry. I got to see J.K. Rowling in the flesh. I was at the Fantastic Beasts red carpet premiere. It was a blue carpet, but Connie ran over to me and told me that J.K. Rowling was standing right behind me.
I can't breathe. Oh shit! I'm just like moping around hoping I can get something. That's J.K. Rowling. That's J.K. Rowling.
And nearly shat myself. Just a little bit. I definitely cried. I cried a lot. That woman is literally my biggest role model in life. And not just because of the Harry Potter books. They were pretty great. It's just her as a person. And I can't. Like, there was a moment where we caught eyes and she just smiled. She was like, and I know she was probably just like catching eyes with everyone, but you don't understand. That set off this fire in my stomach and I was just like, I love you, 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 I love you. I'm mentioning this one first, right? Because I always get comments when I wear my hair like this in pictures or in videos. I use the BaByliss BaByliss wand. Looks like this. I literally got this, I think, in Tesco, and it's really cheap, very cheap, like 20 something quid. And I've gone through 2 of these over the past couple of years. It's amazing. What you do is you just get like a piece of hair, and I always do it this direction. I know this looks like a sexual torture device, but don't mind that. I'll do this, I'll wrap it around while it's plugged in, I'll hold it, and then the heat will kind of create these lovely loose waves. And for girls with thick hair, it's just a real nice way to style your hair, and then you don't really have to like do anything to it for days. Maybe a smidge of dry shampoo, and after I style my hair I always use this, which is another favourite. It's the Kardashian Beauty Black Seed Dry Oil, and this packaging is shite, I'm gonna have to say, and like all of the oil is sticking to it and the writing is wiped off, but what's inside is all that matters. Isn't that what they say about everything in life? On the back this says it's a nutrient-rich treatment and styling aid that rejuvenates and nourishes hair so that it appears strong, thick, smooth and gloriously shiny. And it's really light. I love it, and because my hair right now is like can you see? So I'm trying to grow it really long again. I definitely want it the way it was like say a year and a half ago. You guys might remember I had it like way down past my boobs. Definitely going for that again because I miss it, and I know short hair is really in right now, but we don't need to go with the crowd. Also, this is something I've been really liking. I got it a few days ago in Glendalough. I'll show you a close-up of it here. It's a rose gold and gold cuff. It's Celtic inspired, and I just thought it looked so cool. Something about it sings to that little fantasy and futuristic-y fan that lives inside my chest. I think it looks amazing. I got matching earrings as well, but the thing about this is it's hard to find jewellery that not everyone else is wearing, because if you go and get stuff in Topshop or Primark, you know, the kind of cheaper costume jewellery, like everyone is wearing it, and I like finding pieces that are unique and that I'm not gonna kind of turn up to a party or an event and everyone else has the same thing. Onto some beauty stuff, and I've been combining face masks by putting one type on my T-zone and then another on my cheeks, because those two parts of my face are really different, and it's so weird. I saw my sister doing this in a vlog after I'd been doing it for a couple of weeks, and me and her like talk about a lot of stuff, but we don't really talk about our beauty routines per se. And I just thought it was like so bizarre that she thought to do the same thing as me with the exact same masks. That's what made it weird, was that she was using the same masks. Anyway, it's that sibling intuition. But this one, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And it's affordable as well. It's the L'Oreal Paris Pure Clay Glow Mask. And this, I dropped it. This one's for brightening and exfoliating your face. So this is the one I would use in the T-zone area and not so much on my cheeks. But I really enjoy putting it on. It smells gorgeous. Smells a bit like sherbety lemony, and it's red and thick, and it dries after you leave it on for a little while. But yeah, you guys know I love face masks and skincare and stuff like that. I've still never done like a top 10 face masks video, but I don't know if you guys even like beauty videos. Like, there's so many professionals on YouTube who are so great at beauty stuff that I just tend to do my own thing over here. Next is this thing from Lush, and although it is not their prettiest of products, it is one of my recent favorites. Discovered it a long while back, but I've been using this quite a lot and repurchasing it. It's a bath melt, and I believe how you pronounce the name of it is Ceridwen's Cauldron. So just look for, type in like Lush Cauldron bath melt and you'll find it. It's like a little pot of oats and lavender and sandalwood, really softening for the skin. So when you put this into the hot water and stuff like that, it'll all melt out. There's cocoa butter and stuff in there, and then you're left with this little muslin cloth full of oats that you can kind of use to clean and scrub your skin, and it makes it so soft. But I love how it smells, and it feels like one of their products that actually really does something to your skin. You know, it's not just enjoyable in terms of the other senses, it really does make a difference on the body. And I was told that this is good for relief from like itchiness or redness if you've got any kind of skin issues like that. I've gone back to this scoundrel. You know, he lures me back in, I get away, and then I can't resist him because he's just so sexy and wonderful and amazing. It's the Naked palette, guys. I'm not talking about it, man. It's the Urban Decay Naked 3 eyeshadow palette, and this is something that, like, say 3 years ago, everyone on YouTube was raving about. Everyone was doing tutorials of it and stuff. I even have a video all about, you know, the palette, the colors, the application and stuff. But the reason that I am using this so often again is because I've realised what suits my eyes after kind of just trying a billion palettes. I do have other palettes that I like, obviously, but I think this is still my favourite. If I was to say at a favourite palette, it would be this, because I do have individual shadows that complement, but they're like rose gold. They've got neutrals, they've got kind of purpley tones, there's glittery ones, and there's like a white basey kind of one, and it's just so pretty. Have you got an avocado? I need an avocado. Been eating lots of these. Lots of avocados. I think I've had half of an avocado every single day over the past month. Mashed up on toast, so I'll cut it open, I'll put half of it onto a piece of toast and smash it in with a fork, and then on top of that I'll put a bit of salt and a teeny little sprinkling of olive oil, and then maybe chop up some tomatoes, and it is so good. This is queen of the basic bitch foods. This is what you see all them fitness bitches putting on their toast on Instagram, and now I don't like this in smoothies or like on its own even. I just think it's because it doesn't really have a taste, it's just a nice texture. A bit of salt on it now gives it a nice kind of but this, even with an egg, like sourdough toast, bit of mashed avocado, bit of salt, a poached egg mashed in, that's become my favorite food, and it is so good. So it's healthy, good for your skin, you know, it's a healthy source of fat, and including that in your diet makes you reach less for fried food dripping in all those really bad things that do bad things to your body. This is like a brain food. It helps me focus, keeps me satiated, and like I feel more inclined to work out for some reason when I've had this, rather than if I have like a shitty bowl of cereal. If you've never had an avocado, go out and get one, and make sure it's ripe. So see the way this is kind of a bit dark in colour? You will see really bright green avocados, but they're not ripe at all. They have to be dark, and just squeeze them, and you'll notice that like if there's a bit of give, then it's ripe and it's ready to be eaten. Yeah, a bit of a fitness update. So you guys know, like, I do my Food Diary Fridays, and I document me kind of trying to get back to normal eating after years of disordered eating, but the exercise part is the main thing I've struggled with like a lot over the past few years. And last summer I was doing great, you know, and I was looking back at old videos from when I was doing interval training, and I looked great, and I remember feeling really fit and strong. So I took that up again. Finally, I started doing random videos on YouTube, just typing in like interval training or bodyweight exercises, and then the 30-day shred by Jillian Michaels is all on YouTube, which is these 20-minute workouts. So I started kind of just trying to eat a bit more whole foods and less desserts, but not cutting them out obviously, and then adding in like jogs. So I actually signed up to do a race dressed as Santa Claus on the 4th of December, and that's going to be wonderful. It's to raise money for a teenage girl with a kind of health issue, but yeah, it's just good motivation to keep doing my jogs. And on a day that I'm doing a jog, I won't do intervals or weights or any of those body weight stuff. Then on a day that I'm not doing a jog, I'll do one of those ones. And I'm trying to just make sure I'm doing at least 30 minutes of exercise a day. Keeps me feeling great, and I have definitely lost a little bit of inches. Right now I've got PMS, so I'm a bit bloated, but yeah, lost a bit of inches since last month. Woo! Next I have some tea, and my dad was calling these Pukka tea, and I was like, Dad, don't even, that's just gonna make me never want them again. It's Pukka or Pukka, you tell me which one. But I've got the detox one, and I've got the wild apple and cinnamon one. This one is just a lovely one for this time of year. The smell is just gorgeous for like the winter months and Christmas and whatnot. This is just lovely to have with a snack or something like that. I usually always have coffee in the mornings. Sometimes I'll have this, but mostly coffee. And then this one, the detox one, I find that if I have a cup of this after a meal, especially if the meal is kind of heavy or there's any foods in it that I know I have an issue digesting, I will have a cup of this, and it doesn't taste amazing. You know, it's not like a magical juicy elixir of sugar. It's just detox tea, a clean fusion of organic aniseed, fennel and cardamom. Helps my belly, so that's why it's from me to you, in case you need a little bit of help too. My scent of the month is actually a man smell. It's Fahrenheit by Dior, and I always go back to this every winter. It just smells like, if you like the smell of petrol, if you're weird like me and you stick your head out of the car, I guarantee you'll like this. And I know it's a man smell, but if you're secure in your femininity, you can go and wear whatever the feck you like. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. My favourite book of the month, because of Halloween, I was reading this, is Stephen King's Pet Semetery. And this is a really old copy. I've had this forever and ever. This still scares the shit out of me, basically. And I just really enjoyed the experience of reading this again. It kind of brought me back to my past and put me, you know, when you're reading a book in like a cafe or somewhere and you're just in this little world of your own. It's like someone has wrapped you in bubble wrap and put you in a nice happy place. Even though it's a terrifying, scary place, Stephen King always puts me there. I just love Stephen King to bits. He has such a crazy fucked up imagination. But yeah, I thought I would share this in case it might appeal to any of you. You know, look at the name, Pet Semetery. Album of the month goes to my friend Dodie Clark. Intertwined, new EP. She actually did it, and I'm so proud of her. I can't believe, like, this girl I met on the floor of a wedding in 2014 has gone into the actual proper charts alongside Pink Floyd and Sia. I am so proud of her. She is such a talented songwriter. Leave her channel down below, and also a link to buy her album, where you should go buy it because it's fucking amazing. My movie of the month was definitely Arrival, and this messed me up. I went twice, and both of the times I left in floods of tears crying. It's an alien movie, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not like Independence Day and explosions and whatnot. It's a really deep, well constructed movie. Incredible filmmaking, and I just loved the pacing, and there was so much tension the whole way through. But the overall kind of, I wouldn't say twist, is it a twist? Well, the ending and the way it kind of packages then everything up as you're leaving, it really hit a deep chord in me and had me thinking about, you know, if I had the ability to change my future, and if I knew what was going to happen, like, would I do it? Oh, it's so deep. I really recommend it, guys. Please go see it while it's in the cinema, because the experience of seeing it in the cinema and like the music and oh yeah, it's just, I just love the cinema. So I'm gonna go and edit this video and upload it, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.